me just flip across to here. Chat and chat. Right, good morning everyone. What I'm gonna do, so I'm just gonna quickly fire up some music for you lot. So peppity boppity boo. Jump in here and then turn the volume right down so you can actually hear me. Hopefully that's good, okay guys? So just gonna quickly check the stream quality. We're gonna be streaming for about 20 minutes, okay? 20 minutes. It's just to while away the morning, okay? Just to while away the morning. Let's come out of here a sec, go to shit, and there we go. Cool, lovely. That's working fine. Okay, good morning all. Just gonna make sure I don't wheel over the cat now. This seems to be okay. All right, let's help myself to a little bit of a drink. So, yeah. Oh, you can chill on there. There we go. Cool. All right, welcome all. We're just going to do a little bit of possibly building this morning, and I have myself a drink. Yeah, quite a busy night last night. So, sorry I didn't stream much yesterday. Oh no, I've got a sneeze coming. Sorry I didn't stream much yesterday. But oh no, I was a little bit tired in the evening, but on top of that, I spent quite a bit of time doing quite a bit of building. I know we had coached at 10. It's like 9 p.m. UK time, which, yeah, I didn't open notice until like quarter to 9, which is very late. Usually on a Wednesday I'll open it at 8. But I'm gonna start looking at the times that I open it. And basically my thinking is, guys, that I'm starting to get the urge to build again back, which is really important. I haven't had that for so long. It feels like 6 months. It feels like 6 months. But when you've got the urge to actually build stuff, and I've now reached about the same point I did last year, where I've just got so many ideas and I need to spend more time building it. But at the same time, guys, I need to not forego the social elements. So it's a very important thing I realized, is that, yeah, I can sit there churning out build after build, week after week, but, you know, people start getting bored. People start getting bored when they start pushing out a new thing every week, and it's nice to build constantly, don't get me wrong, it keeps my mind engaged and I enjoy it, but at the same time, when you spend your life in build mode, people start wondering where you are. People start wondering where you are all the time, why you're hiding away, and that has a negative impact, because you want to build things to show people, right? You want to build things to well, hopefully that's what you want to build. I mean, maybe not. Maybe I'm overstepping, but if everyone's bugged it off and gone to other places, well, there's no one left. You've given up on them because you've spent your life hiding in build mode. So, I went to a bit of that last year, and I don't want to do that again. I love seeing people, but yeah, you've got to spend time in social places. It's so easy to give in to these things, and I do have a slightly addictive personality for sure. If I didn't, I wouldn't be in VR this much. But okay, so let's just have a little while away over to this guy over here. Oh, look at that. And up. Alright, so let's just pull this open. Oh, go, and ah, yes, son of a gun. Come on there. Come on now. Where are we going? They think I have Harrying troubles. Okay, nearly there. I need to redo the layout of this. This is not working for me. Okay, cool. Let's just pull that back here. So, We're going to carry on with our crowd simulation. Now, we majestically failed yesterday to complete this. Of course, we're going to fail again today, but that's quite all right. That's quite all right. Just because this is a pre-work stream, I do have to go to work in a short while, quarter of an hour. But if we can just do some intro. Oh, that's the other reason I didn't stream much yesterday. I'm working on, as I've mentioned before, a new version of the Lotus. So I'm going through a major rethink as to how the Lotus works. I've always kept the Lotus open to all adults, and I have a dual policy where, you know, everyone can come in. I mean, the world is listed as an 18+ world. Okay, I've basically set it up to be, you know, there's a little option when you publish a world and you say, this world is for 18+ only. Do not allow people who are under 18 in here. And you basically you assign that to the platform. You're basically telling NASA, don't show this in the search pages of people who are not over the age of 18. Do not allow people under the age of 18 to even see portals with this in. So all these things are supposed to be safety features of the platform that exists. However, as I'm sure other worlds are finding, I'm getting influxes of children coming into the world every day, which is fine. I can ash them straight out. I'm pretty quick and decisive about it, to be honest. There's no messing around. If I believe that you're under 18 now, I can't ask you because, of course, data protection laws internationally, that's difficult, right? So I can't really ask you if you're over the age of 18. And to be honest, it's useless anyway, because even if I asked you, you could just lie and there's nothing I can do about that. So, as I've sort of explained before in various circumstances, if you come into the Lotus and you give me the impression that you're under 18, i.e. your behaviour heuristically leads me to believe that you are under the age of 18, I will not take that risk. You are out. And that is a policy I absolutely stand by. It's worked quite well. That's not to say, like, you know, we get trolls in, and those trolls can seem, you know, they can seem in their mid-20s and mid-30s, and for whatever reason, perhaps they've had a difficult day, they've come in to try and make other people's lives, yeah, but give other people reason to be unhappy, and I get that, right? I get that. A lot of these people are desperately unhappy themselves, and I do have some sympathy. Not so much in the way that they make other people feel, but in the fact that they're probably going through some tough times themselves. And I'd always kind of like to keep the place open to those kinds of people, because everyone needs a place. But at the same time, I think being really evil to other people, it's not cool, but I'd like to see that resolved in other ways. I don't believe I'm the one to tell people who can come and go, but yeah, that's very different to the under 18 policy, where if you're legally a child, you're under the age of 18, you are legally a child. You cannot make that decision yourself. Therefore, I have to make it for you, for your safety and for the safety of other adults on the platform. Yeah, I sometimes get sort of people coming back to me saying, oh, but I am over the age of 18. I am, you know, I'm 19. And my response is always like, well, when you start acting like it, come back. I'm not telling you how I determine that you seem under the age of 18. It's just based upon your actions. So I'm sorry, but if you're incredibly immature or belligerent people, in a way that gives me the impression that you are a child, then you're a child. So, you know, you gotta go. You gotta go for your own safety, for the safety of everyone else. I'm not here to, you know, babysit, basically, and no one is. No one is here to babysit other people's children. So if you behave like a child, I'm very sorry, but you gotta go. Discretion, etc., etc. Right. So also circumventing the decision on an ALS account as well. That I know what to look for. Don't worry, you'll be on your ass if you try and circumvent. I don't believe in permanent bans, though. I really don't. I never have believed in permanent bans. I think behaviour can be corrected, and I encourage anyone who's swallowed the foul to come back the next day and try better, do better. And if they don't do better, then straight back at it again. It's no effort whatsoever. Okay. Sorry, enough about moderation practices. You have to be harsh sometimes. Never personal, but you have to be like, well, when I say personal, I mean not ongoing. But when I see people coming back on out against purposely to try and lie to me, nah, you're out. Oh dear God, so we've got 10 minutes left. I'm not going to get this done, am I? So we're setting the alpha to that. We've got the alpha control right now. I need to move the hand from, it's not an original position, it's actually from an anchor offset from the head. So it's going to be, let's see what I've got in terms of proportions. I don't really want to figure this out. What direction is the head pointing? Or is it the body? I don't even know anymore. Maybe it's the body, actually. Yeah, so body is pointing forward. Okay, no, that's okay, Body Z, and the Y is plus Y is upwards. Right, cool. Okay, so what have we got in here? Move relative to with position. Okay, so we're going to see move relative to object with position in, local space. That's interesting. We can have a go at this. So we're going to try moving the right hand, okay? And the benefit of using the right hand, you'll notice I used animations before, the pre-baked animations. Combining them with scripting was janky as hell. They look bad. It's because you've got two different systems at play. You've got the animation system and then you've got the script system. But if you try and do things through the script, you should, in theory, get much better results. Obviously, the more subtle and gentle you are with emotion as well, the more that's going to work. So I'm going to say, as in keeping with all of this, we'll do the right hand first. So our hand relative to the body, which body is, oh God, I think it's self. We're a bit to find out. It's not. Well, that's okay. Body is in there. That's fine. It's just inside an inner group. I dock the head with the body, so it's proper that I do use self. So position of self. Yeah, there's relative to things that are quite new commands. I haven't seen them before. So relative to this is, I used to have to do relative calculations before. Someone wanted a thing that was floating in front of a player's face with a slight offset up and down, and I had to use it was 3 lines, but it's fairly complicated. It took, bear in mind I'm not a mathematician, it took a fair bit of effort, right? It took a fair bit of effort. So to have this kind of command now is a time saver. To be honest, that's what these functions should be about, right? They're about time savers. It's that these can be worked out. But to be honest, why should you take up 3 lines doing something where most application frameworks have like helper libraries in them? It's like working out sort of the decimal to hex calculations we're doing the other day. Sure, we did it in 5 or 6 lines with a little while loop in the middle, but why? Why? Most you speak to any developer these days, whether they be JavaScript, Python, C#, whatever, right? Whatever. They've got libraries. They're all using established bloody libraries. But that's the thing, we don't really have libraries in here. We just have the commands that are available, which don't go on quite a lot. But okay. So relative to object was self, wasn't it? Self. I got to a real point of distraction yesterday where I was having to repeat things over and over again to just remember. I felt nuts. So the local space, it's so good they got local space as well, because everything used to be, that was part of the problem with doing this in the thingamabobs, is that I had to work out forward and up directions in order to then use it cross prod it to get the lesson right, to do the offset. So it's good that this stuff's actually now in here. That's made life a lot easier. It's going to open it up to a lot more people who perhaps wouldn't have figured that out, wouldn't have done the research, the reading. So what I need now is I need a vector, and that vector is going to be like a little offset. So I'm going to... Oh, that's okay. So that is running. So I can just hit reset a sec, because I'm not trusting what I'm seeing particularly. So that's no errors. If I just move, move the hand relative to self with I'm not entirely understanding where that's gone, to be honest, because you can't see the hand anywhere, and that is definitely the right hand I'm looking at, so I'm not... Oh, you son of a gun. I'm not sure what I'm seeing here. Let's say world space. No. Level space. So move hand relative to self with so I need some information here, so I'm gonna Google it. Okay, so horizon, worlds, move, self. Now move relative to within full space. I wonder let's see if they've updated their darks. See, push in local space. I don't want to do any of the above, to be honest. Oh god, I've only got 3 minutes left of the stream and I've achieved absolutely nothing as usual. That's great. So if we just go there and go share and go. Move relative to. I'm gonna have to come back and play with this. I can't see any obvious documentation anywhere that the documentation has been updated. So move the hand relative to self with I'm not seeing where it's gone, to be honest, chat. One trick I like to do is use that in if condition. Okay, I've lost my throat hurt. If false. That's maddening. So move hand relative to self. Unless this needs some let's try it again. Was it because it was grouped? No, because that should be, let's set it to world space. No, that truly is not working. Look at that, his hand actually disappears. So if I just set that to false again, it should bring it back. Yeah, that's weird, dudes. That's weird. Okay. Alright. Stream's done, guys. I gotta start work, but thank you all for tuning in and watching. Sorry about my mad morning rambling. You know me, I don't hold back. I say an awful lot of stuff. I regret nothing. But I'll see you later. Goodbye.